Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Coach Keys. Today, this video is brought to you by the Carolina Native. Make sure y'all go check out Carolina Native website. Got some exclusive drops, shorts, shirts, hats. Check their website. And good pricing, good turnaround off the order. Y'all check the website. Y'all let me know. So today's video is going to be just a story time. So I posted on my story yesterday. Story time with the NBA G League, Lakeland Magic. For the ones that was around during that time, 2018, some people remember, some people knew what was really going on. I was the first social media content creator to get opportunity, a contract to the NBA G League training camp. Everything went good. I'm saying I was training, for it. I got selected. Everything was going smooth. I get down there, talk to the GM, talk to the coaches. My height just played a role. For me, after a while, I got tired of trying. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of trying. I remember I didn't make, when I first moved in the area that I moved to, I didn't make the eighth grade team. Then going into high school, it was kind of like an uphill battle, but I got a chance to play every year. But even with that, I didn't really touch the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's an uphill battle with that. I ain't really get a chance to really, show what I could do until I got to college. At college, that's when everybody, started taking me a little serious. Like when I started building my name, building my traction, putting a little resume behind, what I was doing. Then I went pro to play ABA after 1 year. And the real story behind that, during the time, I did tell people, before I decided to, skip out of college and, waste my years or whatever, I was just telling people like, I'm ready for the next level. And not to say that I wasn't ready, but I premeditated it based off, failing a class. So I failed a class, which made me ineligible to play. The backstory on that was I did, party a lot and always tell players that I train like take advantage of your opportunity playing college ball, but don't miss out on the opportunity by taking advantage in other ways of not being responsible. So, I wasn't really responsible, at 18 years old. I was partying a lot, things of that nature. So I kind of messed up my eligibility to play college basketball due to that because I missed. It was a class that I was passing, but the last day of the class, I overslept because I partied out 2 or 3 nights before, like 3 days in a row, and going because it's the end of the semester. I'm like, I'm passing all my classes. I'm good, man. I'll see y'all in January. But me not understanding, you still gotta be responsible. I forgot that I had a final to take on that day. I knew I had a final coming up, but I forgot it was that day. So I wake up and I'm just like, I'm thinking like it's just a regular day. I'm waking up like, dang. I just knew I was like, something fell off. So I open up my laptop, get into my school email, and I see the professor blowing my email up. So I instantly called them and said, "Hey, professor, are you still at the school? I did not know the final was today." Mind you, I think I had like a 75. You know what I'm saying in the class, 76, something like that. Can't remember what class it was. I just remember him telling me, "Ah, man, I'm so sorry. I already left campus to another location." When I tell you I was sick, sick wasn't even a word because I knew early in the season, and college players know this. Some college coaches would tell you to take, I believe, 5 classes just in case you fail one of those. You're still eligible to play. You still got your credit hours. I had actually had 5 classes, but within that withdrawal season that you could drop the class, I dropped that class because I'm like, man, that's one less class I got to worry about. I want to go party. I want to go out and hang out. Because in high school, throughout the whole high school, I never went out, never partied, never, what I'm saying, my curfew was midnight, just like regular stuff. So I got to college, I'm like, man, I'm staying out till 4 or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm a party. When that day came, man, I just knew. I started doing the math myself. I'm like, yo, so if I get a zero on the final's like 15% of my grade, like that's gonna bring it down. And I actually ended up failing that class, I believe, with a 69. kind of dropped my grade so much. Nothing for them to do. My coach reached out to see if it was something else that we could do, possibly. Like I shared yesterday, I was the fifth leading scorer on my team. Player of the week, 2 weeks throughout that first part of the season. So we had a meeting before the last game, and I remember just being in the locker room. My coaches gathered everybody and said, "Hey man, this is going to be Dakeith's last game, due to," and everybody was just like, "What?" It was a disappointing moment. Any chance I get, I always tell players, man, do not go. It's a sick moment you don't want to go through. You get to college, be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Be responsible. Go to your classes, study. The way, of course, you're going to learn as time go on, but be responsible. Take care of your business first in the school, then go have fun. And that fun should be looking like going to the gym, putting up shots, perfecting your game, because that's what I was doing. My game was still here, but I'm out partying. School was last. And that's not the way you want to go about it. It should be partying's last. If I go to school, I'm doing what I need to do, acing my classes, I go to the gym, get my workout. Guess what? That little outing time might be 30 minutes to an hour. That's all y'all gonna get. And that's the way I should have put it. But you live and learn. You know what I'm saying? That was the real reason why I started pushing pro so much, because I actually had semi-pro coaches coming out to the games to watch me play in college. Got recruited to play ABA at 19, and then from 19 to about 26, I was bouncing in and out of different leagues, going to the Euro camps, making all top player. You know what I'm saying? Getting selected to play on tour. So you kind of go to like Finland, European area to try to fight for a contract. One of my guys that I was playing with. He got a contract to play in Ireland. Unfortunately, I didn't get one, but because we playing on this platform, I had an agent called. I don't want to say his name, but I had an agent, and he was reputable. I seen where he had some people go to places, and I knew this would be a good start for me. Some things didn't fall through with that first contract, so then almost a year went by. I started playing in like just different pro leagues. Alexis, and she's the owner of Atlanta Defenders now, and I actually got a chance to play with her, just to keep myself back active and professional and one player. He said he had a contract for me. Follow up with him, contract didn't fall through. So I'm like, all right. Then almost a year, like I said, go back. The first agent I had sent me something. He said, "Hey man, we can get you on." It was it was called Oaxaca, something like that, Mexico, and it was a opportunity for me to play. It was definitely a lower league, professional team. Um, Knowing what I know now, I should have took that opportunity, and I didn't. Back then, I was really looking at what a lot of players think now. You play overseas, you make all this money off rip, not understanding that it's a grind. Work your way up, build your name up, and they was offering $800 a month, and at the time, I'm looking at it like, shoot, my car note and my car insurance come up to $600. How am I afford to do anything after that? Overseas started to become a myth thing for me. Like, yo, so I didn't take it. I told them that ain't what I want to do. That's not enough money. So I kind of just dropped them. Still being young, I had no guidance, no like older brother, older bro, hoop bro to kind of guide me and say, nah, take that opportunity. Or nah, this is what you need to go do. So that's why now I try to be that to people that may need the help. I might need some advice.